I didn't think leaving would be the hardest part. I figured it would be packing or getting everything done. I leave for vacation tomorrow, and I'm trying to get everything ready before I go. But honestly, I think the reason I'm doing so much is because I'm just really nervous about leaving my dogs. I'm not really nervous about the trip. I'm just more so worried about having to leave everything behind. I feel like I can't leave unless everything in the house is taken care of. Like, I need the house to feel peaceful before I go, or I'm not going to be able to relax on vacation at all. And I've noticed I do this anytime something feels out of my control. Like, I try to control what I can, and right now, this is just something that I can control. I feel like a part of me thinks that if I leave something undone, then something will go wrong. And I know that's not really logical, but that's just the way my brain works. It always has. I just want everything to be okay before I step away, but I know that life doesn't really work like that. There's always going to be something that gets left undone. I picked up groceries so my husband wouldn't have to worry about that while I'm gone. I know there's plenty of stuff to eat at the house, but I just wanted to make sure that he was good. And then I stopped by the Christian Center just to pick up a couple extra travel bags because I knew what I had was not going to fit everything I was taking. But honestly, I needed this outing, even if it was just a really short outing. I have been so stressed all day long trying to get everything prepared, and this just gave me just a quick moment of relaxation and peace. So I needed this short trip. I think I keep trying to set everything up perfectly before I leave so nothing goes wrong. But I know at the same time, obviously, I can't control everything. That's later, okay? That's later. Letting go of that control is probably the hardest thing for me because I'm so used to being the one that watches everything. Not just with the house, but especially the dogs. I've learned their social cues and their body language. I'm home with them almost 24/7, so I've had plenty of time to learn their little quirks and their individual personalities. I'm always paying attention to their behavior, their energy, how they're interacting with each other. So stepping away from that just feels really unnatural to me. It's funny because a lot of people in our life know how knowledgeable I am with dogs because of all the research and because we have so many that everybody just comes to me with their pet advice whenever they need pet advice. I've even been called the dog whisperer. Our dogs, and especially, have been my commitment in life for the last several years. So for me just to step away from that is a little unnerving for me, and it definitely puts me outside of my comfort zone. So Barry Allen has dealt with chronic ear infections since he was a baby. And fortunately, I hadn't had one in a while, but he woke up this morning kind of shaking his head like his ear was bothering him. So y'all are witnessing us wrestling him to put eardrops in his ear. Like, he will fight you. We usually just have to take him to the vet and get them to pack down his ears because he has literally headbutted my husband before. So we actually did get it in both ears, thankfully. And he was awarded with some peanut butter for being a good boy. Okay, I've got quite a bit done. I don't know if I feel any better, but I do feel more prepared. I haven't really ever been away from my dogs. The last vacation I went on was my honeymoon almost 10 years ago, and we didn't have any dogs back then. The only other time I left was when I went down to South Florida several years ago to see my granddad before he passed away. And back then, we only had 2 dogs. And now, that is a completely different situation. My husband asked me to put a line on the cup so he would remember how much to feed the dogs. And it's fading off a little bit, so I need to go ahead and get that back on there. This suitcase was so dusty. I've tried to clean it the best I can, but it's been in storage for years. So I'm going to put a plastic bag down so I don't have to put my clothes down on this. But anyways, we have 5 dogs now, and they have a routine, and they have certain personalities, and there are just certain things that trigger reactions out of each and every one of them. And because I'm home all day, I've got used to reading all that. Like, I can tell if something's off before it turns into something bigger. And I think that's what just makes part of this so hard for me. because I know what to watch out for, and I know how quickly things can escalate. So not being here to catch that is really what makes me so nervous. But I'm going to be with my mom and my sister and my nephew, and we're going to be in Destin, Florida, so that's not too far away if an emergency does come up. Sit with mom, right here. There you go. My husband has been very supportive of me going on this trip. He keeps encouraging me just to go and have fun. And that really does mean a lot, because for the last several years, I have been so committed to being at home, taking care of our dogs, our home, and just being present here. So it's really, really hard for me to just step away. I do trust my husband, and I know he's going to do his best, but it is a little different when you're not the one that's handling it every single day. I keep going back and forth in my head like, everything will be fine, but then what if it's not? And I don't like thinking like that and feeling so negative, but it's really hard not to. I think when you are the one taking care of everything, it really just becomes part of your identity. So stepping away from that, even if it's just for a few days, can kind of feel uncomfortable. And honestly, I'm tired of living my life worried about what could go wrong. So I'm just trying to prepare the best I can and trust that everything will go okay. Well, everything's ready as it can get. Now all that's left is for me to leave, which feels a little uncomfortable for me, but I think it'll be good for me too. Just to step away for a bit, even if it's hard.